All right, man. We having a conversation about work-life balance as a truck driver. Work-life balance as a truck driver. All right, man. Work-life balance as a truck driver. Let's get it.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that over the road truck driving is gonna make you gonna make your family strong. It did mine, but then there was times it didn't, and it's ultimately come down to it is what it is. But
Now that was a loaded statement. He said trucking make your family better, but at times that it didn't. All right, let's run it back.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that over the road truck driving is gonna make you gonna make your family strong. It did mine, but then there was times it didn't, and it's ultimately come down to it is what it is. But so with that.
Damn, then he ends it kind of weak, saying that it is what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and let's work through this thing, man. Over the road truck driving can definitely have a impact on your family. Okay, if you have a wife or a spouse, let's just say a spouse that is home and she is very needy, okay, you're gonna have a hard time. Okay, if you are a over-the-road truck driver and your spouse is very needy, you will have a hard time working through that relationship. Okay, because if your person needs quality time and their love language is, acts of service or intimate touch, and you are out there over the road, you might be up Shit's Creek without a paddle. You might be having a couple of visits from Jody coming through the back door. Okay? If your woman is needy, or if your spouse is needy, let's not just say woman, because your spouse could be man or woman. Okay? Alright? Now, with that being said, will it make your family strong being an OTR truck driver? Now, oh man, that's kind of tough, because whenever you start talking about let's just say being a man or a woman or the pillar in the home or the main provider, okay, what you got to do is you have to be out there providing, right? Being a truck driver is a lifestyle that everybody doesn't understand. Okay, most people don't understand the real sacrifices that really come with being an over the road truck driver. You have to be away from home, maybe 2-3 weeks. Okay, right? And whoever you're with, your family, they're gonna have to be comfortable with that. Maybe your kids can really understand that if they brought up that way. Your wife, maybe if her dad or her granddad was a truck driver and she can understand that. We're going to call those people gifts. We're going to call those people gifts, right? But if you just have somebody and, y'all in a relationship together, and then all of a sudden you'll have a kid and maybe you lose your job down there at the construction site, and you saw one of these truck drivers there online and they showing off their settlements, right? Because you had put in the Google search, how much the truck driver makes for high paying careers, and you done saw one of these truck drivers talk about they're bringing home $15,000, $20,000, $8,000, and you're like, man, I am sold. What you mean I can make $15,000 maybe in a truck driver? Man, shoot, sign me up. So you dive in. You don't even ask no damn questions. Shit, you get on the phone with the company that they were damn trying to damn work at. Like, shit, you can go ahead and get your CDL, you can get paid to beach, you can on the job training, you can earn money while you get your CDL. Sold. And then you get in, you get your CDL, you start driving, and you're working, and you're excited about your new life, and you tell your spouse, and your spouse is happy. At least they're projecting happiness, right? And then you notice that you're not making the money that you want to make, or the money that has sold you on the dream of why you joined trucking in the first place. You had joined the trucking industry because, shit, you saw them settlements, you heard the stories. Man, you ain't trying to be out here for no damn $900 a week. You ain't trying to be out here for no $1,500 a week. No, that ain't the reason why you got into trucking. You got into trucking because you want to make the big money. You saw them damn settlements that them boys was talking about making damn 15, 10, $20,000, and you like, you know what? I want that too. But in order to do that, you gotta run like a damn dog. That's right. You gotta work for that shit. You gonna have to damn work 8 days a week, bro. You gonna have to work 8 days a week. What you mean? There ain't even 8 days in a week. There isn't a damn trucking week though. You best believe there are 8 days in a damn week. 20 hours a day. You gonna have to work like that in order to get that type of damn money. But damn. What about my spouse at the house? She need me because she be calling me all day long. Yeah, bruh. About that. What you want? You want a good work-life balance? You want a happy spouse at the house? Or you want you a nice bank account? You want to provide a good life? Or you want to... I mean... We want to say that we can have it on in trucking, but it's tough. It's tough. It's almost impossible, bro. Especially in year 1 and 2.
That being said, when you come off the road, spend time with your wife, spend time with your kids, learn to shut the phone off, learn to do.
And that's the best thing, right? That's the best policy. Like, whenever you do get a chance to go home, be home, be present. Don't think about that truck. Don't think about the load board. Don't think about your dispatch. I know even though your dispatch can be very disrespectful, right? They'll be like, man, we got this hot load. We got a hot load for you. Boy, this load is so hot, it's going to pay you $3,000. Going 800 miles. Man, that thing only 50 miles away from you. And you just might take the bait. But don't, because your wife, she needs you home. Your kids, they need you home and shit. You need to be present at the house. You need to be present. Mind, body, and soul. That's trucking.
Do the life balance thing, okay? So that way you can make your family work and you can make your marriage work. Also, when you're out on the road, make sure that you're doing things that you enjoy, like, you know, reading or exercising. Make sure you're got a work-life balance. It can't just be work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep.
Hey, can't be just work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep. I'm with him on that now. I'm with him on that. Don't just make it work, sleep, okay? Shit, be present. Do some stuff. Get out there. Yeah. Next